Hello, welcome to another Mechanic Matt video. Today I'm going to show you a car that's not starting. This one is a Peugeot 206cc with a petrol engine, and I've got it set up. I'm going to show the battery volts and the amps. When we go to crank this, the battery volts are going right down to 5 volts, which is really low, which would make you think it's the battery, but in this case I've also got an amp clamp set up so we can see what it does to the amps at the same time. Then I'll change the faulty starter motor out and show you the result after with the new starter motor. See that one? Try it again. Yeah, it's going off the range, and that's 600 amps. So we'll do this and then show you once I put it on. Oh, I'll show you that again. It's going down just one more time. See, it's going down to about 5. That's fine. You'd think the battery is no good, but if I show you now, the battery is fine. A little low there because we've just really load tested it. But the battery's fine. It's not the battery. So the volts dropping. Usually you get maybe even 9 volts. It goes down to 9 volts whilst cranking, but that's okay using the engine. In this case it's going way lower, but as you can see it's not just the volts changing, it's because the amps are going up and up and up. They're going out of the range of this. So we'll go and fit the part and do the same test again, see what the difference is. I'm under the car now and I've got the 22mm socket, and that turns really easy. There's nothing seized about that. I have had it with a car that wouldn't crank and wouldn't crank very fast, and when I did this I was bending a brake about trying to turn it over. So this one is good. Yeah, the fan belt looks, or drive belt, serpentine belt, is brand new. So we know that's going to turn freely. So the only reason it's using so many amps must be a bad starter. And in fact I'll try and show you a picture of the starter so you can see what it looks like. Well, there it is up there. You can see the rust building up on it, so I'll take it off. It is smoking when we try and crank as well. It's smoke coming off it, so get a new one on there and it should be fine. Okay, got this new starter motor on. We can look at these two now. If I hold that, we'll see the battery voltage. Oh, do you want to check it's not in gear and start it for me, please? Okay. I wonder if I'll get the max out of that. Okay, switch it off and do it again. Yeah. There, got the max on it this time. 194 was the max, but then it would go less than that once it starts cranking. Okay, and once more, I'll just see what the volts goes down to. It's a 10, so we're good. You see the difference? So we did have a battery drop on this. Well, I checked it before that there was no voltage drop in the system from the cables. It was actually the voltage drop was at the battery itself. But that was because it was being pulled down so much, so many amps, so the higher the amperage, because the motor couldn't spin, it was jammed, it kept trying to turn it. There's smoke coming off it. It just means that it's forcing it. So like if it was a window motor, it might have blown a fuse, you know, one of those little 10 amp fuses, but in this case it's not. It's on the starter. We got smoke from the starter, and this was going up to 600 amps. And volts went right down to 5, so it's something to bear in mind. If you're checking the voltage to see if it's a bad battery to use the engine as a load test, you gotta also know what the amps is doing, because otherwise you could, well, somebody came out, another mobile mechanic, and said it was the battery and put that on and it was the same. So that's why I'm here, and I checked it, just thought I'd check it all. This is why we test, don't guess. So hopefully it's helpful to somebody. If the amps goes up a scale on a 600 amp thing and the battery voltage is going down, it may not be the battery. You know, you've got a problem with the starter if it's been that high. Hopefully it's helpful to somebody, and thanks for watching.